Dominic, let's jump right in. Can you tell us a bit more about MassMutual Strategic Distributors?
Sure. And first, just like any other insurance company, we love acronyms at MassMutual. So we refer to MassMutual Strategic Distributors as MMSD. Well, it's MassMutual's newest division, and we are exclusively dedicated to third-party distribution partners and offering MassMutual's retail protection and income products. Now, we are focused on BGAs, independent broker-dealers, and financial firms, many of which are now the members. And since our launch just a few months ago in March, we've been really busy building partnerships and relationships with firms who want to offer MassMutual's products to their customers so they can help them reach their financial goals and protect their families. And then I'll tell you what, the reception that we have received from NAILBA members have been very, very encouraging.
Well, that's awesome to hear, but that doesn't mean I'm going to take it easy on you here. I mean, I represent the voice of independent broker distribution. I'm throwing the high heater at you right to start. What prompted MassMutual's decision to commit to third-party distribution? And as we know, we live in interesting times. So why now?
Yeah, and we got that question a lot, especially very early on. And what I can say is, if you take a step back, the competitive landscape has really been shifting for a few years now. I think you can even argue that it's been accelerating even more recently. So there's a lot of market disruption, everything from company consolidations to some carriers exiting markets or discontinuing some of their products, and non-traditional carriers entering the market. And we believe that third-party distribution is just a great opportunity for us to reach far more customers who will benefit from our solutions and also thoughtfully diversify our business. Now, our decision to expand third-party distribution is really just driven by our desire to meet customers where they're at with the financial solutions that they need. And we've been around for 170 years, and there's been a lot of change over that period of time. And I think personally, I think it's a great opportunity for MassMutual to lean in as a reliable partner during this time of change for distribution partners and their customers.
Well, MassMutual has a stellar reputation. Now that you're leaning in when some others have leaned out, I think that's exciting, right? Clearly, you guys aren't going to lean in without doing the research and knowing what third-party distribution could do. And hopefully we could all close this gap on what, 60, 70 million uninsured and underinsured. There's plenty of opportunity. Now, that being said, what are those opportunities? Can you tell us a little bit more about the products that MassMutual is offering?
Sure. So MassMutual is certainly known for its industry-leading whole life product, and we certainly will be offering our whole life portfolio. But in addition to our whole life products, MMSD will be offering MassMutual's full suite of retail life, annuity, hybrid, and disability income products as well. Actually, our goal is to be known in the industry as a leading product manufacturer for protection and income products. As a matter of fact, earlier this year, we were able to introduce a competitive disability income product. And more recently, there's been tax law changes that everyone's been talking about with respect to 7702. And we're really excited to be able to launch our new whole life portfolio. And it's well balanced, right? It offers a wide range of products, some of which are geared more toward cash accumulation, and others are geared more toward death benefits. And so our advisors will have a menu of solution that fits client needs. So really excited to be able to launch this new portfolio, which will be launching very shortly with many of the NAILBA members.
Well, that's exciting, right? Because I could name at least 24 BGAs who really like the disability income product. And of course, the whole life's going to impact a whole lot of BGAs. But that being said, what do you want broker general agencies to know about MMSD? I'm going to use the acronym now. And sort of like what you're trying to achieve in a third party space, because I mean, Dominic, you know how it's going to be, right? You're going to have the generational BGA who always knows MassMutual in one way, shape, or form. And what do you want them to know now? Because this is new for them.
Yeah. So in addition to our products, now we built out our third-party capabilities to do business the way in which distributors want, right? And this includes having dedicated underwriting, servicing, marketing teams, and many others who are completely dedicated to providing a great experience for our distribution partners. Now, we're still very much in the early days of our journey, but we're iterating and we're improving. But we're also putting our money where our mouth is. And so over the next 5 years, we're investing $250 million in our technology and our third-party capabilities. I think they should also know that the MassMutual, like I said before, has been around for 170 years, and our financial strength rating is one of the highest amongst all companies in our industry. And one of the things that I love is that MassMutual is a mutual insurance company. We don't have stockholders, right? So everything we do for our members and our participating policyholders. And what that means, it means that we can take a very long-term view on what we invest in and focus in on the customer and focus in on our distribution partners.
Okay,
so in
now,
the end, we're really seeking to grow our business by growing the business of our distribution partners with a focus on kind of unique products, great experience, and a reliable partner that the distribution partners can rely on with their customers.
okay, now sorry I jumped in a little bit, but you hit on a buzzword that
Uh-oh.
I love to talk to the home office and say, all right, you mentioned technology. Now, I've come into this space and this is not a space that is really on the leading edge of technology. In fact, we used to use disruption as a buzzword until COVID arrived. So, all right, so now as it relates to technology, I mean, digital connections, exchange of information, all very important. A lot of BGAs are still fighting legacy systems, but there's always a lag of waiting for the carriers. So what is MassMutual doing to address technology as it relates to doing business with brokerage general agencies?
Yeah, I love the fact that you mentioned legacy systems because we realize that brokers want digital solutions that make it really easy to do business and they want it pretty quickly.
Yeah.
And we've made a lot of progress since our launch in March, but we want to be very deliberate. It's very rare that you get a chance to build something from just the ground up, right? Almost like a blank piece of paper. So we want to do it right. We don't want to put Band-Aid solutions. We don't want to have the legacy issues that other carriers have. So our approach is to lay a foundation and to build and enhance as we move forward, and also get the feedback from our distribution partners as part of that journey. And this is all kind of fueled by that significant investment that I also just talked about. So this year, we're mainly focusing on leveraging our products and investing in our operations and expanding our marketing tools and capabilities. And just a few short months, and it's crazy, I say 2022 is just a few short months away. But our distribution partners will start to see and experience the investments we've been making in our technology stack. And this includes a portal with self-service capability. It also includes electronic order entry and many, many other improvements. And like I said, we think far ahead. So as we think of 2023, we'll continue to make significant investments in our product portfolio, as well as continuing to invest in our operations and our technology.
Well, that was a significant number you mentioned around the investment in technology. So that's super exciting to hear. I know a lot of BGA principals really enjoy finding out about what the home office is investing in and how it's going to make it, that user experience a lot easier, a lot more efficient, especially around time. Okay, so I mentioned earlier disability income insurance, and now I want to come back to that. I know a number of BGAs that are really dedicated to that product. I know a number of BGAs that really want to be dedicated to that product. Sometimes there's just the complexity around it that keeps them from doing that. But can you talk a little bit about MMSD, your focus there, and candidly, why it's so important?
Yeah, so you know what? When I joined MassMutual over 10 years ago, the first MassMutual policy that I bought was disability insurance. And the reason why is because no one ever talked to me about it previously. I think when you initially hear disability insurance, most people mind think about healthcare expenses. But health insurance, as you know, it doesn't replace your income. And for most of our customers, their income is probably one of the most important assets they have. And it doesn't matter if someone earns $75,000 a year or $750,000 a year. For most of our customers, if they lose their income, especially over a long period of time, it's painful. It's painful for them. It's painful for their families. And that's why disability income insurance is really so important. It just addresses all the things that health insurance, can't, whether or not it's food or housing or college. So anyone depending on folks kind of financially should really consider disability insurance. And Radius Choice is our participating policy for, we target professionals, business owners, executives, and it has the ability to receive dividends. And matter of fact, from 2004 to 2020, we've paid over 300 million alone just for this participating disability income policies. And I look forward to receiving that check every year.
Well, I got one more question for you, but first off, I want to congratulate you guys and welcome you to the space for wholesale brokerage and independent distribution. I can't help but be a little self-serving and say that you made a great decision investing in NAILBA because we are the voice of independent brokerage and we represent a number of BGAs. So thank you for that. I really think it's well played and well timed with your support. So that's great to see. But just to wrap it up, what thoughts do you want to leave with the 300 plus NAILBA member BGAs, the 700 plus BGAs that are out there that watch the brokerage in motion, and of course all of their downline that feeds up to them? So what are your sort of parting shots?
Sure. So I would just say we are unbelievably excited to be working with distribution partners and their brokers, and we're very bullish on our future and what our future holds together. Many NAILBA members are already our valued partners, and we really appreciate you taking the journey with us. And we're also looking forward to expanding with many more members in 2022 and earning all of your business. I think the services that NAILBA provides is very closely aligned with MassMutual's core value to help people secure their futures and protect the ones they love. And it's really important work. My team in this company is a value-driven organization, and it's great that we're aligning around our shared values. So I want to thank you, Dan. I want to thank NAILBA and all of its members for this opportunity to tell our story and really for the work you do for customers and for carriers. So thank you very much.
Oh, it's our pleasure. We can't wait to work further with you. And just a big thank you again to all of MassMutual. And again, Dominic Blue, head of MassMutual Strategic Distributors.